What is up guys, Patrick here, and today we are back on the custom key project. So since the last episode I said I didn't have the right parts, and now I've got the correct drill bits. I hope it's the right millimeters. I think it definitely is, I checked, and that will be going into this contraption here. I will attach it in to this part here where my finger is, and then start it up and cut the keys. So since we last spoke, I haven't done too much on the keys. I did get this very lovely keyring made. I had from my other video about the mini badges. This is an extra mini badge which I got and then bought a keyring for. So as you can imagine, you know, put this on here, and then you've got the main section which I put together. You saw in my previous video. So outer casing is completely done too. As you can see, looks pretty good. Body colour, of course, with the car. And I'm just getting the rest of it out. So here comes the keys. These are the keys here. There's two of them, and then final key. There we go. So now my job is to match these up with the tools, like so. I'm not sure if that's the exact tool. I think it might actually be. So that you can see there, match them up. I need to put a dot where I want to drill, and then drill the equivalent to the holes on these keys, or on these tools. And now I put them back inside. In theory, it should all work. Put the casing on, and we'll have a custom key set. So I'm going to set this up now, and I'll come back and we'll cut the keys.
Et ne me reviens pas.
Okay guys, so now I'm going to test this drill bit. I'm not going to turn it on, I'm just going to spin it down, and that's not going to reach. Okay, but let's just test the hole size first. Hand out the way. So that seems pretty perfect in terms of a hole size. So what I'll do now is I'm going to have to lower this part, which I believe is possible. Oh, I'll just heighten the base, sorry, I'll heighten this bit here. The base, I'll heighten that so the drill bit actually reaches, because this is bottoming out here. So I'll do that now, and I'll come back and we'll do a test drill. So you guys probably can't see too much of a difference apart from an angle change, but now this drill bit comes all the way down through. So it comes through far enough to where, oh, focus. Let's get that to focus. Okay, so yeah, it comes through far enough to where I could cut all the way through a key or a piece of metal, and it would be good. So again, as a tester, this key here, that would, line it up, like so, that goes all the way through that key, absolutely no problem. So, next thing we need to do is get a tester piece of metal and make sure this will cut. So I've got this metal ring here, which I'm going to use as a tester. Place it over and make sure that reaches. And I'm probably going to need to find something now just to secure this down. So I'm going to go get that now. This C-clamp I've got underneath the camera here is probably a little big, but I'll find a smaller one, clamp that down, and then we'll do a test drill. Okay guys, so we're now back inside, and I'm now going to start cutting, I've finished cutting the keys, and now I'm going to put them together. So I've got this as my base piece here with the screws in it. I've got all of my parts in there, I've got my parts here, I've got all my bits and bobs, screwdrivers, everything I need. So I think this will just be like a really basic time lapse of me working out first and then putting together the kit. So yeah. I will get back to you once I have finished this part. Bye.
et ne me reviens pas.
Okay guys, so 35 minutes later and a bit of googling, I think I've pretty much got this right. So I've got my house key here, which fits up as so, and then I've got, I'm trying to do this all with one hand, so that's how I try to do this. I've got the door keys for my car, for the Mini. Hang on, so I'm just going to use my body there to flick it up. So there's that one. And I've got my ignition key, which I think is not the sketchiest one, but you know, one of interest to work out. So there's 2 keys, and then I'll get the final key up too. Hang on, put this down for a sec. There we go, now I've got 2 hands to really fish this one out. So they're all the 3 keys basically. Now I'm going to go test them out and see if they work. So I'll be right back. It's dark outside, so I probably won't film this bit. It's darker than it looks on camera. But yeah, so I'll be right back. Yeah, listen to the Truly Terrible podcast whilst you're waiting, because whilst I was doing this key, and it took me 35 minutes. So see you in a bit. Okay guys, so I've just come back from the car on my front door, and all the keys work, which is perfect. It's brilliant, exactly what I wanted. Now I've brought the Dremel up because there's a few small problems, or I guess things to smooth out. So this key here, as you can see, does not come all the way flat. This key here is currently stuck. I can't get it out with one hand, which I should be able to. That's the whole point. This key here was fine. If I can get it out, I can't. So now that key's stuck. So that's something else I have to work on. I also need to get this little bit in here. This little bit is the key loop, so I can add in my Mini 30 keyring to add to this. So that's what I'll be doing next. Let's switch over to the top camera now, and we'll get to work.
Et ne me reviens pas.
Okay guys, it is finally done. I think I've worked out where every bit needs to go. Just organising some blue tack here to pseudo put on these covers for the time being. I also kind of sanded down those bolt heads so it would work. Focus. There we go. So yeah, it's done. I'll walk you through how it works now. Hang on. Let me get my 2 hands free. So here is the knife. Let me make sure it's in focus. Okay. So you've got my house key. Sorry, wrong side. There we go. There's my house key. You've got car ignition, then you've got, if I get it from the right side, sorry, that's the car door lock, not ignition. That is the ignition one, so you can put that in and turn it like that and it will work perfectly. So now all I've got to do is add these covers onto it, and we should be good to go. I'm going to have to buy some super glue, which is why I'm only using Blue Tack now. But then we'll get super glue it on, and it should work perfectly. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've got these keys back inside here, and then I shall start. Oh, wrong way around. The only thing that's going to have to remember on this is which way around the keys going. So here we go. I think what I'm going to do, I've made these little balls of Blue Tack down here, which I think for now I'm just going to put in these gaps where the glue will eventually go. Buy some super glue to get delivered hopefully by next week. So, same for this side. A bit in there. And then attach this to the right side, like so. Just just really push it down. It won't be perfect, I don't expect it to be, but just so it stays on so I can see what it looks like. Same for this side. Just push it down. Oh, that's not really on properly. There we go. Push it down as so. I've also got my keyring here too, but what I've seen, I'm not sure if this is necessarily going to work perfectly, but there you go. This, if I get it in focus, is what my keys will look like. Like I said, I've got my house key, door key, and the ignition key all in. Okay, so here's the final thing. I showed you how the keys come in and out, and I'm really pleased with it. So, like I said, I'm going to wait for super glue, and then I think the final video will just me super gluing it, and then try and get my doors in the car, and seeing how it looks in the car, you know, in situ. So, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, and check back for the next episode next week.
La blessure de la nuit et tout le